China's stranglehold on Western citizens continues. Moving on, amidst the North Korea tensions, South Korea is pushing the United States to postpone joint military drills until February next year for a trouble-free Winter Olympics. President Moon Jae-in said in an interview that the drills could be pushed back if the North also shows willingness to pause its nuclear and missile tests before the Winter Games in February. The South Korean president added that he has made suggestions to the US and that the country is currently reviewing the proposal. The 2018 Winter Olympics will be held in Pyeongchang from February 9th to 25th, followed by the Paralympic Games from March 9th to March 18th. Moving on, the Republican-controlled U.S. House of Representatives approved sweeping tax legislation, sending the bill to the Senate. The biggest overhaul of the U.S. tax system in more than 30 years could be signed into law by President Donald Trump if both chambers of Congress approve it. The House passed the bill by a vote 227 to 203, overcoming united opposition from Democrats and 12 Republicans who voted against it.
I want to start off by thanking the American people, our constituents, for sending us here to do this work for them. This is one of the most important pieces of legislation that Congress has passed in decades to help the American worker, to help grow the American economy. This is profound change, and this is change that is going to put our country on the right path. For all those millions of men and women in America who are living paycheck to paycheck, who are struggling to get ahead, help is on the way. For all those businesses that are tied with one hand behind their back in this global economy, having a hard time compete, help is on the way.
U.S. President congratulated the House Republicans who voted in favor of cutting taxes. He took to Twitter and wrote, "Congratulations to Paul Ryan, Kevin McCarthy, Kevin Brady, Steve Scalise, Kathy McMorris Rogers, and all great House Republicans who voted in favor of cutting your taxes," unquote. The White House said that all Americans stand to benefit from the tax package that passed the U.S. House of Representatives and is on its way to the Senate.
Good afternoon. Look, again, this is a tax plan that we hope benefits all Americans, primarily, and priority number one is middle-class Americans. That has been this administration's focus. We feel like that is certainly addressed and been prioritized in this legislation, and we're going to be very excited to sign it, hopefully, in the coming days. I'm not going to get into a back and forth on a detailed hypothetical situation that I don't have in front of me and that I can't quickly do the math on, but I can tell you we feel like this plan fully addresses helping the middle class, giving the majority of middle class Americans more of their money back, and that's what we've been focused on, and we feel confident in that.
The plan includes steep tax cuts for corporations and wealthy taxpayers, as well as temporary tax cuts for some individuals and families. It repeals a section of the Obamacare health system and allows oil drilling in Alaska's Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. These are just two of many narrow changes added to the bill to secure sufficient to win its passage. Middle-income households would see an average tax cut of $900 next year, while the wealthiest 1% of Americans would see an average cut of $51,000.